the #1 ranked boxer in the world. She's the tournament #1 seed. She finds herself competing for World Championship gold, the second successive World Championships. Messi winner in a semi-final yesterday, the American boxer Franchon Cruz. Now making her way towards the boxing ring is her opponent from Australia, Kaye Scott, 31 years of age. And really, I think we were all aghast when she was declared the winner in the semi-finals over the World Championship bronze medalist from 2014, Elif Guneri. I say that because she did practically nothing in the fourth and final round. She was trailing going into that round, but she prevailed on a split decision to find herself competing in the gold medal bout in her third appearance at a World Championships.
Yeah, she was lucky against Guneri yesterday, and we thought Guneri had come through, but obviously she's here. She'll be looking to put in a good performance today, as to Wu Yang.
I think you always need a bit of luck, don't you, to win a world title, to go through 4 or 5 contests. It's difficult to avoid injuries, and you need a little bit of luck here and there, and she got that.
So we're underway. The 81-kilogram light heavyweight gold medal bout between boxers from China and Australia. The boxer wearing red is the tournament #1 seed, the #1 ranked boxer in the world, Xiaoli, 25 years of age, student at Hanyang University. The reigning world champion looking to defend her title. The boxer trying to dethrone her, who just got through with a decent right hand, is Australia's Kaye Scott, 31 years of age, 2-time national championship gold medalist down at 75 kilograms. Good right hand from the Australian. It's her third world championship appearance here, and this is her best ever result, irrespective of the outcome, surpassing the quarter-final stage that she made back in 2012.
It's important that Scott keeps hitting and moving here. If she holds her feet against Yang, she's going to be on the receiving end of some hard right hands. Yang's strong on that front foot, but she prefers her opponents to actually stand in front of her and hold their feet. So Scott, she's got to keep hitting and moving and make things awkward for Yang.
Yeah, I think maybe one of the instructions was to be like, because you can see Scott moving all around the ring and Yang taking her time, a bit laboured to get round. And
yeah,
right hand wasn't too far away from Yang. Had a comfortable route through to the final in this, her fourth contest, having received a bye in the opening round. Same number of bouts for Kaye Scott as well. Burrowing away to the body, and then a strong right hand over the top, bundled over to the canvas. Here's Scott. Just forced backwards by the previous burst of punches from the reigning world champion. Nice movement from the waist from Yang.
you can see Yang's just totally controlling the centre of the ring, and Scott's just bouncing around.
Let's see if we can listen in to Kaye Scott's corner.
Oh, maybe not.
Indeed. One suspects I'll be pretty happy in the Chinese corner after that opening round of boxing.
You'd think so. I think she had a good round, Yang. Scott, can we listen in now? Fair round for Yang, I thought. She's fairly strong on that front foot. But there you go. Well, one judge has gone for Scott, prefers that movement. That's interesting.
So we're into the second round of this light heavyweight gold medal bout. The opening round was a cagey affair, and perhaps that is why the reigning world champion has come out far more aggressively to begin this second session. Yang Xiaoli on the front foot, trying to establish a long left jab. She took the opening round for judges B and C. Judge A favoured the work of the boxer wearing blue, Australia's Kaye Scott, quarter-finalist at the 2014 Commonwealth Games in Glasgow, again down at the 75-kilogram middleweight division.
What Yang does also when Scott actually comes forward, if they come together, Yang, she's not lazy, she'll work to the body with 3s and 4s, and probably that's what Scott's got to match her on the inside there. Another situation where Scott is a boxer who just generally holds on the inside and doesn't do any work. She's got to match Yang on the inside also.
Cracking right-hand lead from Yang. Catching Scott, she'll try to establish her own straight shot.
Again, though, this is not a bad start to the round for Scott. The movement's good. She's boxing at distance.
She took a lot of shots on the gloves as well, but Yang keeps putting them out there, still popping them out. So
Scott shooting the gap effectively there. Long looping shots were coming from the gloves of Yang, and Kaye Scott was able to help herself down the middle.
you can see how heavy Yang is on her feet. She's really slow at being able to deal with Kaye's movement.
A bit flat-footed, isn't she, Yang? And like I said before, she prefers the opponent to stand and hold the feet in front, and then she can get her shots off. But with Scott's movement, it's just giving her a little bit of trouble. This is not a bad round, this isn't, for Scott. I've been impressed with her in this round.
So a round full of thought during the course of that second.
You've got your movement, okay? You're changing the angles, you're frustrating her. That's why she's moving backwards, so that you come at her in a straight line so that she can come and get you. When she's moving back, just let her have that space. Let her have it. Just say, okay, you can have that space.
Well, good right hand, followed up by a left hook that missed the target from Scott, but that's when she got a move. You see, just held the feet there just a little bit too long, and that allowed Yang to come back. But that was a lovely left hook there from Scott. And I think they're fairly happy in the Australian corner, to be quite honest.
You keep that movement, you keep changing
Well, all three judges scoring in favour of Yang. So it's tied up for Judge A. Yang has a 2-point advantage, a 2-round advantage, 20 points to 18 for judges B and C.
Kev Smith certainly wasn't too bothered, was he? Tash didn't seem it anyway.
No.
So into the second half of the contest then. It's all square for Judge A, 1 round apiece, 19 points apiece. The reigning world champion, Yang Xiaoli, leads by 2 for judges B and C. And this is the manner in which the contest has been fought, although Kaye Scott perhaps more flat-footed to begin this third round than she has been in previous rounds. But there's been plenty of distance between the boxers. Bursts of action. But generally, we've seen thought and feinting, and not much effective offense from either boxer when compared to the inactivity of the thought and the feinting beyond punching range.
When Yang does go, she generally tends to throw 2 or more shots, and maybe that's what the deciding thing is with the judges.
Just finishing the exchanges a little bit better, you mean?
Yeah.
Right hand from Yang wasn't too far away. Good left hookers from Yang as she caught Kaye Scott on the retreat. Good left hand to the body from Scott.
She works well to the body, does Scott, and she's got a nice straight right hand also. And that's a super shot there. This in and out movement from Scott is doing okay. But I thought it was doing okay in the last round, and all the judges went against it. So, a bit difficult, isn't it, to say to Scott what actually to do, maybe to push her back a little bit more. I think her movement's good, but maybe she needs to push her back, show the judges that she's in more control going forward.
That's the point that you make repeatedly during AIBA boxing, Richie, and that it's Even if you're on the back foot and boxing effectively, occasionally, just to make an impression in the mind of the judges, you have to show that you're the governor and you can force your opponent back on occasion.
I think Scott, for me, in that round, moved around a lot, but didn't actually do anything.
So, can't say that the contest isn't intense because there's lots of thought going on. And Yang clearly feeling the pace. But the bursts of action are sporadic.
It was a strange round in that the judges may go for Yang again, but I thought Scott's movement was good. She didn't do a lot from it, though. Like Tasha said, nice right hand to the body there. Let's have a look at the scores. It's a close round, you see, but two judges have gone for Yang and one for Scott.
So this is exactly the same juncture she found herself, Kaye Scott, at yesterday's semi-final, trailing by 1 point for judges A and C. It's a 3-point margin of advantage for Judge B. So if she can tie it up for those two judges, we'd be entering the realm of count back again. So as we enter the fourth and final round,
deja vu.
Most certainly. Kaye Scott still very much in this gold medal bout. Just trailing by 1 point for judges A and C, 29-28. And if she can square things up, or with a 10-8 round, tilt the balance in her favor, then she would be crowned as world champion. And given the manner at which this contest has been fought, that is not inconceivable that Kaye Scott could even it up for those two judges and almost sneak a world title, similar into the manner in which she sneaked into the final almost. Bizarre to say that in boxing, but that's the impression that I was left with.
I think Yang has realised this maybe in the corner, because she's come out a little bit more aggressive and trying to stamp her authority back on the contest here, Yang. And Tash, she probably needs a good last round here, Yang, just to see it through.
Yeah, definitely. I think I totally agree with what you're saying. She's come out with a bit more purpose, and I think she knows about the scoring, and obviously she's thinking that she doesn't want the same thing to happen as yesterday. But she's actually boxing a lot better than she was yesterday, Yang. We can actually see a few more skills. It was untidy, it was scrappy, and she's boxing at range and she's getting a jab off. And she's boxing now.
So just over 30 seconds to go. Kaye Scott again boxing on a perimeter, demonstrating that movement. But is she doing enough? There's a good spearing left hand to the body. Is she doing enough to get the scores that she needs? Remember, she's trailing by 1 point for judges A and C. Still everything to box for here in these closing 20 seconds.
She's got to do a little bit more, though, for me. She's not doing enough, Scott.
It was a good uppercut by Yang.
Oh, very strange World Championship gold medal bout, that one, because given the state of the contest going in, Yang did come out and was more aggressive, more assertive in the fourth and final round. But Kaye Scott used these tactics yesterday to prevail in her semi-final. What say the judges here at the conclusion of 4 thoughtful rounds of boxing rather than action-packed?
I think it's difficult to give Scott the last round, though, Ronald. I think Yang started it.
We thought that yesterday.
But we did, didn't we? Yeah, we did indeed.
And that's why I'm caveating what I'm saying with reference to yesterday. Let's see what the judges say. Yang Xiaoli is a 2-time World Championship gold medalist, successfully retaining the title that she won yesterday, a unanimous points decision winner over Australia's Kaye Scott. And the correct decision, really. There was a fair amount of trepidation, at least from our commentary box, as to how the judges were going to score that, because it was a very close contest going into the fourth and final round. But Yang, to her credit, she upped the work rate, she upped the tempo in the fourth and final round, and that is enough to see her crowned as a 2-time World Championship gold medalist, China's second gold medal here at the Barris Arena in Astana today.
I think the judges got it right, didn't they? I think it was difficult to give Scott the last round, and overall, although there wasn't a lot in each round, I thought the movement was good from Scott at times. But Yang, I think they got it right overall. I think she was the right winner there.
Yeah, totally agree.
last bit of action. It was scrappy, wasn't it? But Yang started the last round very positively indeed. I think she wanted to get back to winning ways, and I think she did that. And I think both of them in their faces at the end there, you could just